40 most what the fuck sibling moments, according to Reddit. Number 40. Younger sister grabbed my dick. My sister and I are 2 years apart in age, she being the younger sibling. Back in the day, we would get up around 5 a.m. to start getting ready for school. At this time, we were sharing a bedroom as we moved in with my aunt for a couple of months until my mom could find a job and a place to rent. One day our alarm clock doesn't go off, so we're rushing around to get ready. We're in the bathroom, brushing our teeth after eating our breakfast. A hasty breakfast. I don't remember what I did to her, but I know I annoyed her in some fashion while I was standing behind her. Now, my sister has this uncanny knack of being able to grab a muscle and frogging it with just one hand. Ooh. She attempted to do this with my leg. I dodged, but not fast enough. Instead of getting a handful of thigh muscle, she got a handful of dick. We were both startled, but our eyes met in the mirror, and we both had a what the fuck look on our faces. She hurried out of the bathroom, and we didn't speak to each other for the rest of the day. We never mentioned it to each other or anyone else we know, because, frankly, it's just weird. It's just weird. Number 39. Told my sister to come inside for dinner. She was hitting balls down our hallway with a field hockey stick. She immediately turned and swung a full force into my face, breaking my nose and deviating my septum. That was 20 years ago, and she won't talk to me because I've wronged her in the past. Bitch, I can't breathe out my right nostril. You ain't the only one, baby. You ain't the only one. That's me applying a little bit of sinus spray, and hopefully it'll clear the nostrils right up today. Hello to Creative, hello to Faith, and hello Sedacia. Yeah. As we continue up to number 38, it was pretty awkward when he knocked on my bedroom door to give me condoms when my boyfriend was over, but also very nice of him to be worried about me like that. The what the fuck moment comes from his girlfriend later that day sharing with me, I know you probably don't want to know this, but your brother's dick is huge. I super did not want to know that. Fuck you, Shannon. Someone else says, my poor brother shares your pain. He had a party at our place when I was 18, and me and my then boyfriend were there, and the then boyfriend gets really drunk, walks up to my brother and says, hey, I'm probably gonna sleep with your sister tonight. Spoiler, he then went upstairs and passed out in bed alone. My brother still makes fun of me and cringes at that to this day. Well, some people do it all for the nookie. What? The nookie. Number 37. So you can take that cookie. When my mom was terminally ill, I was her caretaker. My sister was the only other family we had there. My grandparents and aunt all lived 1,000 miles away at the time. My husband and I had taken on pretty much everything, getting mom to the doctor, doing repairs and maintenance on her house, doing the grocery shopping of her, cooking, cleaning, etc. I spent most every single day after work at my mom's house and then hours every weekend. I only ever got a break if I was sick and couldn't be around her. And then my sister would begrudgingly agree to go check on my mom. I found out during the last few months of my mom's life, when my grandparents and aunt finally came to visit, that my sister had been telling me she was the one doing all of that stuff for mom. Oh, she was telling them she was the one doing that stuff for mom. That she was making out like I never lifted a finger and was the only one being an adult and taking care of things. Needless to say, mom set them all pretty straight fast. It was really hurtful because I'd given up so much to care for mom, including putting off having kids because I couldn't trust my sister would help care for her if I was pregnant. And it turns out that my only shot at having kids would have been during those years. I was busy taking care of mom because my ovaries pretty much failed earlier than usual. My sister contributed a lot financially, and I'm grateful that she did, but I guess she felt like that didn't make her look good enough to our family. So she made up all this shit about how she did everything and I did nothing. Honestly, it's been nearly 3 years now, and a part of me is still better towards her for it. Or still bitter. Haha. I've never confronted her about it because she tends to go all revisionist history with things, and it'd be pointless, but it really hurt. Well, that's how it goes when you're dealing with ladies in a family. Just wait them out. Somebody's got to die eventually. Bing bong. Number 36. Technically, not my sibling, my sister-in-law. We went on a road trip with my husband's family, including significant others. His sister, 18 years old, was dating a woman she had never met from halfway across the world. She threw tantrums every day, complaining that we were not giving her enough privacy for FaceTiming her girlfriend. She would FaceTime her in the car while we were driving to various activities or in the living room of the vacation rental. She had our own bedroom, but said she shouldn't have to be locked away to be with her lover. Her words, not mine. She even told her dad and brother to stop using their 4G because they were using up all of the data she needed to FaceTime her girlfriend. They actually got married about a year later, and the funny thing is, we all really like her wife. She's really cool, but I could take or leave my sister-in-law. Peppermint Stripes contributes. Not the sneeze. She didn't contribute that sneeze. Peppermint Stripes contributes. Kyle. My brother smashed my face repeatedly against the floor because I didn't want to stop playing his PS2 in his room. He didn't stop until he noticed that there was a lot of blood on his floor. And you know what the funny thing is, Stripes? Even that day probably didn't shake his place with your parents as the favorite. Not because your parents are mean or something. It's just easy to choose the boy as the favorite, you know? Especially when he's not the one crashing all the cars, like your older sister. Or getting Jehovah's Witnessed up. Boring. If I had a kid and they fell into a Jehovah's Witness thing, I'd have no problem with that. You know what I mean? It's just so boring. You know what I mean? What the hell? You guys are not supposed to watch TV. I think we should just stop it right there. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people, like, if they had that on like a bullet point presentation, Jehovah's Witnesses, you know what I'm talking about? It's like a PowerPoint, and then at the top it's like, y'all ain't supposed to watch TV, and people just be like, I'm out. You know what I'm talking about? I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Oh my God. Peppermint says it was noseblood. Don't worry, my skull wasn't cracked. You were still banged into the ground until you drew blood, Stripes. You know, the skull is there to protect the brain, but that doesn't mean that it's supposed to be rattling around in there while someone just takes your head and bangs it against the surface. You know what I'm talking about? Shit's not good for it. And even if you stop what's happening, the side effects may follow you. But that sucks. And let's go ahead and continue. I'm a Whisk says, can you use a computer as a Jehovah's Witness? Who knows, man? Who knows? All I know is I should have made my name Jehovah and tried to get a whole bunch of people to send me money. like the other televangelists. As we continue up to number 35, my sister complaining bitterly about why do you get a new car and your own apartment? And the answer was because I work for a living, which apparently was a deeply offensive thing to say. Go figure. Well, as we continue to number 34, I've shared this before, but it seems applicable here, if a bit more tame than my many stories here. One time, I walked past the bathroom to get to my room. My brother had left the door open and was standing on the toilet seat, waiting for me to pass. As he sees me, he exclaims, "This is how a man takes a dump," makes a loud noise, and drops a thick log right in front of my eyes. My lord. Number 33. When I was in elementary school, my mom took my sister out of class to take her out to eat at a country buffet while leaving me in school. It wasn't her birthday or anything, and I wasn't punished. It was a very normal day, and my mom just felt like taking her out to eat, but not me. My sister was told not to tell me afterwards, but her being a little shit decided to tell me anyways. I was seriously heartbroken at the time, and to this day, I still bring that up when I want to have things done my way. Damn. Number 32. My little sister, at age 11, was a foot taller than me at age 18. I was really small and sick at the time, so couldn't really stand up to her anyway. She used to beat me with household objects, push me around, lots of horrible stuff. Parents defend her as mentally unstable. Yeah, sure, general abuse isn't really the most what the fuck thing though, that's pretty normal. So I was charged with picking her up from the after-school club called Brownies. She demanded I buy her an ice cream on the way, and I told her no, that this money was for the milk on the way home that the mom had asked me to get it. She lost it and called me lots of names an 11-year-old should not have known, pushed me into the road in front of a car, picked up the milk and walked home, leaving me there, having just been hit by a car. She's now 17 and swears it never happened, and even though I have the scars to prove both that and all the other times she hurt me or threatened me, the way she attacks me now is by stealing my money and stuff from my room. Parents still defend her, and I'm starting to see why she never acted, or why she ever acted like that. I regret ever moving back in with my family. Yeah. So I see. Oh, there goes Cuck Michael Davis. Isn't this the same list from yesterday? Yeah, it was the list that was being read in the background of the confession podcast while people were confessing. I'm so glad that you were here and recognize those. But in the interest of the rest of the channel who can't watch that stream because it's blocked worldwide, Michael Davis, something that I know that you aren't aware of, Nostradamus over here, I'm reading it for everybody else so that they'll just have something to go back to, if that's okay with you. Bing bong. Hey, look, it's Rainy Artwork. Who doesn't want to talk to me anymore? Interesting. Nova SF13. Strange 911 calls Stripes. What is Stripes doing lists now? That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Almost as fucked up as pushing your brother in front of a car. It makes you wonder, man. You know, was there no repercussions here? Were there no consequences? I guess the police weren't involved. I guess it was like a hit and run. He hit the car and then the car just kept going. You know what I mean? How does that, come on. Somebody else says, start loading mouse traps in your drawers, boxes, and under your bed. Or in anything, you know? Yeah. Mouse traps. It's a zany action, crazy contraption, fuck your sister, but not in that way. See what I did there? Number 31. Once I was taking a piss and my brother barges in and starts pissing as well and yells, 2 players. 2 players. What's going on, Big Worm Kevin? I hope you got it up. I hope you know what's up. Wesley Davis says, what's up with the worldwide block? I was probably playing music in the background that was copywritten, so, you know, whoever owns that is probably just like, if this ever appears on the internet, block it. I don't care where it is in the world. And that's what happened. But I mean, that was just a weird confession podcast. I'm not bitter over it being lost. Number 30. I came home from college for Thanksgiving, and the very first thing my brother says to me is, if you think about it, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned, is just a fancy way of saying, sorry, Daddy, I've been bad. Then, during Thanksgiving dinner, he looked down, patted his stomach, and softly said, hey, babe, ready for round 2? 'Cause I sure know I am. And then he got up and got another helping of turkey and mashed potatoes. You can mash potato. You can mash potato. Is that the song making that noise? I think it was. Weird. As we roll up to number 29, and that's not necessarily what the fuck, but my brother got drunk at a restaurant and loudly came out to my conservative Christian parents as bi. Heads turned to see my parents trying not to cry. Good times. Every time you need a payment. Stripe says Overwatch is dead, and I killed it. Yeah, it'll get a little bit of a resuscitation next week when that stupid event comes out. It'll be amusing. It'll be amusing. I wonder if Rainy Artwork expects to not talk to me. That's not how this is gonna work. Faith says I need to get dressed, but I don't want to get out of bed. Well, watching this naked is the only way to watch it, guys. You guys get dressed after the stream. Also like it. Yeah. Obedience. Iman says, hello, live Kyle. Hello, Iman. As we continue, number 28. When I was 16, I went with my family to visit my grandfather at the old folks' home. Well, I ended up striking up a conversation with another guy who had an Irish accent. After a few minutes, my then 7-year-old brother asks, why are you talking Mexican? He just laughed, but I was so embarrassed that I didn't know how to react. When the stupidity of your family members overwhelms you, it envelops you, wraps you up like a cocoon, and you look through the world, suffocating, invisibly. Ooh, tingly wingly. As we travel up to number 27, years back my oldest sister used to do this thing where she would flip the bottom of her shirt over her face, and when I was sitting on the couch. I was young and still figuring things out, and she was way older than me in high school. One time she did it while I was staring at the ceiling and she had no bra on. She was well endowed, to say the least, and stuff happened. This is one of those things that keeps me up at night, and I wonder if I was justified in my reaction, or I was just a little sick fuck. Somebody said by stuff I mean prepubescent boner. Sorry for not being clear, because people were like, whoa, stuff happened. What? Did you grab it? Did you suck him? Did you guys just bang it out? Wow. Ooh, he said he changed well hung to well endowed because that makes it seem like he had a boner, or she had a boner when she ripped her shirt up. That's ridiculous. Ooh, Bunny got timed out by both Stripes and Faith. This gotta be good. Kyle, when are you going to do a face reveal? God, man. You know how we know you're new? Because you come in and ask a basic question. You might as well ask if I have other videos on YouTube. Fucking Jesus Christ. I wish PewDiePie's scraps were spilling over onto me, but that's the kind of shit that we'd expect from him. As we roll up to number 26, my family decided to spend Christmas in Mexico at an all-inclusive resort after I had moved across the country for work. My siblings and I were sharing a room, and one night my brother gets in late from drinking. I wake up and see him standing over my luggage, and I say, "What the fuck are you doing?" He says, "Taking a piss." He was. I was furious. He never did really apologize. Oh, that person does it every time they come in? That's a ban. Allow me to have the ban then. You know what I mean? If you're doing shit to be cute, and you're an ugly old fuck, you know what I mean? Big titty hoes that are young can do cute shit. Otherwise, you guys need to act right. Stop being autistic. You know what I'm talking about? There are genuine people on the spectrum who you guys are making look terrible. So, you know, enjoy yourself. But just come correctly for me. What does it mean to you? Nothing. Doesn't even make sense. So, number 25 says, my brother directly after a funeral stole our uncle's war medals from his bedroom. Fuck me. He was found out by the wife, and the wife told me and my mother to and then my mother made me sneak in to get them back. Yeah, okay. That's so disgusting. Somebody else says, during the funeral service for my grandfather in the church, my aunt went up to the coffin and took his watch off his wrist. This made sense to her because she had given it to him 30 or 40 years earlier. Someone said, are you sure your aunt isn't a goblin? Oh boy. Kaz says when they were 5 years old, their sister pushed them off a bed and they broke their arm and had to wear a cast for 6 months. This isn't how my name is spelled. It's kind of weird. Who the hell is that? Sayel. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. I should time you out, but I'm not going to do that. I'm above that. I'm above. Oh, God, that noise scares me. Someone named Liam F just subscribed. I get like one of those a day. If I'm lucky. So, let's see. With about 10 people unsubscribing every day and about 1 subscriber every day. Yeah. I make a juicy -9 subs every day. Jealous, guys? Number 24. I was winning a watermelon eating contest, and my sister, realizing she could never beat me, picked up her half-eaten watermelon and bashed me in the back of the head, knocking me out cold. Holy shit. Someone else responds, did she actually use your loss of consciousness to catch up and eat more watermelon than you? Because if not, technically, you still won because you were leading prohibitively at the suspension of play caused by the injury. Someone else responds, I haven't reviewed the most recent update of the official International Watermelon Eating Competition rules, but I will put this in my pocket and start calling it a win. Number 23. Came downstairs from being asleep. The living room is in disarray. Blood drops are all on the floor, and I see little flecks here and there on the wall. I say to my girlfriend, what the fuck happened? Concerned that someone got injured or something. Your brother's had a scissor fight, she tells me. A scissor fight? Yes, those 2 fucking brain surgeons took up craft scissors and went at each other in the living room while my no doubt horrified girlfriend watched on in shock and awe. They were gone by the time I woke up, thank Christ, but the evidence was hard to miss. Clearing my nose grows ever more difficult, a task. As we transition to number 22, but not transition like a male does to a female, you know, ineffectively. Ha ha ha. Have a baby then, baby. Menstruate then, baby. What? I'm sorry, number 22. My sister spoiled Dumbledore's death for me. For people who aren't aware, Dumbledore is a character in the Harry Potter series who dies. Bing bong. Now that you're up to speed, let's continue the list. She read the Half-Blood Prince in 24 hours, asked me if I wanted to know what happened. I said no. She told me anyway. I'm still mad. Fuck you, Laura. Fuck you. Wow. Number 21. Sister logged into my RuneScape account and finished the Dragon Slayer quest that 10-year-old me with limited playtime had spent hours, not hours, just a large amount of time gearing up for. Interesting. I was devastated. Oh no. My Harry Potter, my RuneScapes. Oh no. My Harry Potter, my RuneScapes. What the hell? Oh no, has it been working on like an update in the background? No, I think it's fine. Well, while it's open. Okay, let's continue. Number 20. Probably when I was 9 and my older brother was 13. We were home watching TV one day during the summer. He was flipping through channels and stopped on an episode of Donahue that featured a male stripper right in the middle of his routine, with an audience of middle-aged women cheering. He put the oh, sorry. Perla sent me a message that says, no, you're a fag. Wow. He put the remote down and excitedly said, we're watching this. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Hammer Time says, hype number 1, please. What does that mean? Hype number 1? Does he want the first post in this thread to be very hyped up? Like the video and I'll do something stupid like that. I got you. I'm gonna do that. Hold on. I got it. I got it. It's gonna be stupid as hell. Alright. So number 19. My brother tried to kill me. Wait. Number 20. Probably when I was 9 and my older brother was 13, we were home watching TV. One day during the summer, he was flipping through channels and stopped on an episode of Donahue that featured a male stripper right in the middle of his routine with an audience of middle-aged women cheering. He put the remote down and excitedly said, we're watching this. He's now married with 2 kids and is an aspiring Baptist minister. Oh my God.
Forgive me for misspelling your name, Sayael.
My man Lunar Lad, dishing out the 15 dizzle redues. For misspelling my name, that's fine, Lunar Lad. You have paid your penance, and I appreciate you. I can't believe we're at 90. I can't believe we're at 90% at that green bar at the top, baby. Thank you all again. Wow. As we continue up to number 19, my brother tried to kill me. He was 13, I was 9. He was always a bully and picked on me relentlessly, but this day he threw me on the ground and started choking me with both hands. Not in a way like you see on TV when someone just squeezes your neck, but the correct way, where you jam both your thumbs into someone's trachea. I couldn't breathe, couldn't gasp, just felt cold, and my vision started to go to tunnel, then black. When I came to, my mom had hit him over the head with a broom. I don't remember much after that, but I'll never trust him. Ugh. Great Child in the stream chat says,
Kyle, this one time, my brother really had to use the bathroom, but I was occupying it. Occupy the bathroom. We are the 1%. So he decided to take a piss on the outside of the house now. On the outside. Next to my window that was open. So my room smelled real bad. Oh, he pissed next to my room now. Oh, man, that's my room. I can't piss in my room. I piss next to my room. Mom, he pissed next to my room.
Number 18. My brother and I were in our early teens. Hey. Fuck you. Alright. Okay, you got a problem with it? Talk to me about it. Wesley Davis says, hype it like a BuzzFeed clickbait article with its content stolen from Reddit. What do you mean? That kind of hype is not cool. No, we're not doing that. That's a bit excessive. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here. Your parents would be ashamed of you. This is your legacy that you're creating right now. Are you proud of this? You're an idiot. All right, look what you're doing. This brings shame upon us all. BuzzFeed brings shame upon us all. If the aliens came down right now and found BuzzFeed, oh my God, pissing next to my room now. If the aliens came down and found BuzzFeed, we would be the piss next to the room of the galaxy. Do you understand? The pissians of the galaxy. Number 18. My brother and I were in our early teens. Mom and dad had divorced when we were 4 to 6-ish. Mom never dated anyone, and one day we found a sausage in a tied-up condom. Pukes were had. Sausage? Mommy, would you like some sausage in a condom? Number 17. My sister cut my hangy-down thingy that connects my upper lip with my gums with a pair of scissors while I was asleep. The internet tells me this thing is called a frenulum. We were not the best of friends growing up. What an evil little bitch. These are the girls who go on to become serial killers. Female serial killers are fucked up in a way you guys will never understand. Wow. I'm a whiz case as my adoptive sister joined a cult in late 2015, went missing 4 months later. Damn. Well, I hope she's okay. Man, she probably ain't okay. Sorry to be so frank with it. I'm pretty sure gnarly is spelled with a G, Valentina. We don't spell gnarly with a K around here. Like the silent K in the word no, K-N-O-W, not the other one, because the other one doesn't have a K. Bitch, you crazy. You can't spell gnarly like that. This bitch crazy. Number 16. I was this close to beating M. Bison in Street Fighter 2. For those who aren't aware, M. Bison is a particularly tricky boss in the Street Fighter series of video games. Towards the end of the game, you may be tasked with fighting him. He's a douche. He was very difficult. And he was the end. With that information, I hope this entry will make a little more sense. Thank you, Faith. You know I love these hearts. They're so cute. Look at the hearts. Oh my gosh. Faith has donated the 10 to bring the stream goal to its completion. Faith, thank you. Thank you all. Thank you for finishing this. As we continue with the Street Fighter one though. I was this close to beating M. Bison in Street Fighter 2, and my big dog brother pulled the plug because he wanted me out of the room to smoke weed with his buddies. Damn. That's a douche. That's fucked up. Stripe says, I got one. My sister and I were playing in the backyard in the pool. She needed to poop and asked me if I thought pooping in the backyard. I told her, yeah, dogs do it, and that's all the reassurance she needed to squat over the grass. Oh my God. Your sister pooped in the backyard. Stripes' sister pooped in the backyard, Stripes' sister pooped in the backyard. She copped a squat and let it out. She dropped a log without a doubt on the floor in the grass. Dogs do it some more, so why don't you? And she said, true, this is what she do. I poop like a puppy too. And to this day, if you're there at the right hour, you can catch Stripes' sister copping a squat and dropping the brown. You know it's somebody's fetish. Skyward Revenant says, Kyle, my friend's grandmother is in a cult. Damn. Old people in a cult? Scary stuff. Faith says, whenever my brother visits, he opens my bedroom door and throws things at me at around 3 a.m. What, like gifts, Faith? What does your brother bring you that are of the gift variety? You know what I mean? Skyward Revenant says, she's apparently verbally abusive. What, you mean like all old people? So as we travel up, we arrive at number 15. Fuck me. My little sister looked at me dead-eyed once and told me, you have demons in you. You need to get them out. Or something along those lines. I asked her what the fuck she was talking about. She just kind of went back to what she was doing. The girl was like 8 years old, so I don't think she was trying to troll me. 8 years old is old enough to understand the lulz, bro. But, you know, ladies, they don't got a willy, so they don't get the silly. I don't know. Ain't nothing creepier than little girls. Little girls. Number 14. Fuck me. When I was younger, I was playing outside when I heard my little brother giggling like a maniac around the other side of the house in the backyard. I went to see what he was doing, and he gleefully was peeing into my dog's open mouth, and the dog was lapping it up, while dangerously close to his ding-dong. Wow. As a bonus story, I'll tell you about the time my brother almost caught me smoking when I was in high school. Smoking when I was in high school, and I was smoking. There's a barn across from a small pond by my house. And one winter, my friend Murph and I were sparking up in the upper floor. We hear the dogs get let outside and someone mumbling, and we peek out of the window so that we can keep tabs on whoever is outside the window now. My little brother is walking towards the frozen pond with a pickaxe and then begins to break apart the ice. After he's chopped it up a bit, he crouches down like a goddamn monkey, takes a chunk of pond ice and begins eating it while looking back and forth to make sure nothing is sneaking up on him while he ate. It was like watching the goddamn Discovery Channel. I mean, the Nature Channel. Well, I mean, you know, it's Discovery Channel, bitch. Don't pee on a dog. Lunar Lad says, Kyle, when I was in Afghan, I called my sister when she was sleeping on the other side of the world just to troll her. Oh my god. I guess siblings are crazy. Number 13. I was sitting in front of the television one day when my sister walked behind me. She threw a little bouncy ball at me, but it bounced off of my head, hit the television, bounced back off my head, and back at her. She was so surprised that it was such a perfect shot that she decided to try again to repeat it. I was so happy that my sister was playing with me that I just sat there as she threw this ball at my head, trying to repeat that shot for like an hour. Somebody says, dude, that's so depressing. Somebody else says, honestly, when I was a kid, I'd imitate everything my older brother would do because I wanted to hang around him. He's my best guy friend, and returning for breaks from college and hanging out with him is the best. Wow. Peppermint says, where is Aaron? I need to tell him that he's cursed. Why is Aaron Deers cursed? My nose, man. Nah, my nose. I believe in myself. We must continue and destroy this list. Number 12. The time I came home from school and found a horse in the garden. A horse, of course. My brother had bought the horse from a nearby gypsy campsite. Nice. I wonder how much he sold it for. Someone responds, he was 16 at the time. To this day, I still do not know how he got the horse on there. We lived in a terraced house. So the garden access was through the house or the back gate, which led to a very narrow alley. All I know is the next morning it was gone. Somebody said, gone? Did the gypsies steal the horse back? 99% chance that's exactly what happened. Oh my God. As we continue to number 11, I was out on a car ride with my dad and we arrived back at my house at like 3 a.m. My front door opened straight into my kitchen and I throw open the door expecting an empty kitchen only to see my brother, buck-ass naked, standing in front of the sink. I screamed, "Why the fuck are you naked?" He scrambled back to the shower. Apparently, he was mid-shower, his back hurt, so he went to the kitchen to start heating a water bottle for his back and just stopped to have a snack or something while waiting for the water to boil, all while leaving the shower running. My dad still laughs about it. Wow. Wow. Number 10. Overwrote my save file to start a new game. Bastard. I'll never forgive you. Wow. What a sleazy act. Somebody else says, my little brother did the bottle glitch over my Megaton hammer in Zelda Ocarina of Time. Replaced the hammer with the bottle. When I couldn't get past a certain section of the game due to having no hammer, I confronted him and asked why my hammer was a bottle. He swore that he didn't know why, but I knew. I always knew. 20 years later, he brings it up and says that he did it on purpose because he was mad at me. You stupid bitch. Someone says, pretend to have let it pass. Water under the bridge. Grow and remain close. Through to your twilight years. Then one day, as he reaches for his heart medication, he'll find a hammer in place of the bottle. And no, the debt is paid. Why is this bottle a hammer? Oh. Wow. Crash Bandicoot modded into Zelda, guys. Wow. Number 9. When I was about 4. Let's try that again. When I was about 4. Yeah. My parents told my brother, age 13, to take my sister and I for a walk for an hour. I think my parents wanted some private time. He took us for a walk, all right. We were gone for 12 hours. My parents were frantic and the police were looking for us. God knows what he was thinking, but he's always been a bit of an idiot. Hilarious. Oh, yeah. As we continue up to number 8. My mom was recently divorced and had a friend with a daughter my age. Let's call him Mark. The daughter and I were both 14 and got a lot of alone time together, so obviously there was some mutual experimenting. Well, it got really weird about 2 years later when my mom and Mark announced that they were getting married and I was going to have a new stepsister. Ain't no problem with that. Ain't no problem with that. Somebody said, never trust daughters who are called Mark. Somebody said, what a story. I'm sorry, because yeah, it didn't make sense the way you wrote it. You said, my mom was recently divorced and had a friend with a daughter my age. Let's call him Mark. Wait a minute. You know, you would put that after my mom was recently divorced and had a friend, let's call him Mark, with a daughter my age. You know what I mean? When you say let's call him Mark at the end of the daughter, you're just like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What a story. Number 7. My half-siblings are 8 and 9 years younger than me. On one Sunday morning, I woke up to laughter and wee sounds coming from downstairs. I went to investigate and found that they had emptied a carton of milk through which they were now sliding around on the floor naked. Emptied a carton of milk through which They were now sliding around on the floor naked? What? Number 6. My sisters discovered her inner thinking voice when she was like 4. She came downstairs, or downstairs, into the kitchen totally distraught and said, "Who is talking to me all the time? Everywhere I go, somebody talks to me about the things I do, but I can't see anybody." Inner monologue, yes. Yes, inner monologue, yes. Number 5. Totally not my sister, since she made me swear to never tell this story. So this story is about my friend's sister, okay? My friend's sister. It was Christmas of 2015 and the spirits were high. She went to her brother's room to chat with the guys. She stood in the doorway, just talking away. The brothers in bed told jokes from the day. The jokes had them laughing and crying with glee. More laughter would build with each joke or story. They love potty humor, but keep it lighthearted. So to be funny, the sister pretended she farted. She turned around, put her finger to her lip, sticks out her butt, and lets a little one rip. And here's where the story takes a twist, because out of her butt came not a fart, but a kiss. That little piece of chocolate plopped to the floor right between her feet while she stood in the door. She looked down in horror like a rat in a trap. In front of her brothers, she'd taken a crap. She looked up in terror, and then her face blushed. She'd crapped out a memory that couldn't be flushed. The brothers were rolling with laughter and tears. Everyone knew this was her sum of all fears. The snicker from her knickers drew snickers from all. As she stood, feet curled round her mess in the hall, the heartfelt fart dealt turned sharp pelt of lore was birthed right there on their cabin's new floor. She pleaded and begged that my friends never tell of her personal nightmare from her bowels of hell. They gave her their word, not a whisper or shout. Not unlike her brownie, this would never come out. Bing bong. Somebody says zoop. This nigga says zoop. Uh-oh. This dude says zoop. Uh-oh. Oh, snap. You done zooped it. You done zooped it, though. Uh-oh. As we roll up to number 4, watching TV with my older sister, she gets up, walks over to the house phone, and picks it up. Hello? She says. Yes, he is. One moment. She covers the microphone. It's for you. Crazy, I didn't hear it ring, I think to myself. I walk to the phone, and my sister begins to savagely beat me with the corded phone. For no reason. She concocted a ruse just to beat me with a phone. Somebody said, interesting. Is she single? Somebody else says, funny. I was going to ask the same thing. Chungus. 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 Number 3. This one time I was asleep and my little brother walked in and just got into bed with me. I was like, bro, what are you doing? This isn't your bed. To which he responds, I think I know what I'm doing, and fell asleep instantly. I said, fuck it, and went to sleep in his bed. What the hell? Somebody said, I had a drunk buddy who do and say the exact same thing one night. I think I know what I'm doing. What the hell? What the hell is this? I think I had a buddy did. What the hell? Oh man, I have real work to do. This is all so stupid. I have real work to do. Forgive me, guys. We need to get the hell out of here. Number 3 is what I just read. 2 is where I am now. I had just finished riding my bike home from a friend's place to see my mom pull into the driveway. Out of the other side of the car, my sister's head popped out. She'd been off to college and I didn't expect to see her. My first thought was, which I openly said because I was a little shit, was, why's sis home? She got knocked up in college. Out steps my very pregnant sister. It was a rare double what the fuck moment. Oh no, he asked this. Why is sis home? Did she get knocked up in college? And she steps out and is pregnant. Oh man, I was surprised to see her that fucking pregnant. And both my sister and mom were shocked at my accurate joke guess. And inappropriate guess, to be fair. Bitch, you got pregnant, you dumb hoe. Oh, damn. I guess this is what some girls want, though. I'm just saying, you gotta know that's what's up. Jesus Christ. As we arrive at number 1, you know, it's already time. It's already that time. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna thank the patrons. Wow. Look at them. Shining in all their glory. You know. I'm just going to print out a picture of my patrons and my sponsors because I can't choose whether I want a star or an angel at the top of my fucking Christmas tree. So I pick both. Should I put stars or angels at the top of my fucking Christmas tree? I choose both. So I print out my patrons and my sponsors and I throw them up there. God damn. You see what I'm saying? Do you get what I am saying? Biggledy, biggledy, biggledy. Y'all better buckle up because I'm going to use that joke pretty much for the rest of December. Haha. It's not even a joke. It's my real life. Y'all are beautiful. I love you in the heat of the night. You know, I just noticed that Zelamar's user picture is just it says Zelamar and there's like a silhouette of like mountains and a rising sun, maybe. Who knows what's going on. As we finish this list with number 1, I tell the story anytime I get a chance to embarrass my brother. I was about 9, making him about 6. Thanksgiving dinner at our grandparents' house. We were both in the kitchen together, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of them, each with a slice of pumpkin pie. We can make it if we try with that pumpkin pie. My little brother grabs the salt shaker from the table, slowly unscrews the cap, dumps the entire shaker of salt on his pie, and eats the whole thing. What? Making eye contact with me the whole time. This nigga is the dominant one. Holy shit. He had this look like he knew what he was doing, so I didn't question it. 20 minutes later, he's chasing a cousin through the hall. He dead stops and says, "Uh-oh," and projectile vomits all over the walls and floors. He is descended upon by adults asking him what the matter is. His response, "Too much salt." I was the only one who knew what he meant. What the hell? Yeah, that's a what the fuck moment if there ever is one. He ate the whole thing of salt, maintaining eye contact. Come the fuck on. Oh my god, my nose has not cleared up this entire time. Here's hoping everybody has a fantastic day. I am actually going to get some real work done. And, you know, you guys will get a hold of me soon. Wait. What are they doing to this? What are they doing to this? What does it do? Is it shaving a part of that log off? Yeah, it's like shaving the top part of that log off. Why you want that? Why you want like a flat big ass piece of log like that? Y'all making a table? Y'all making a table for your country ass house while you're busy going out wearing them camo fucking hoodies, and you bastards live that life. I should get, hey, help me get an outfit like that. That'd be whack. I'd wear that. Faith says, I have to go to a stupid fucking party for theater. I'm sure you'll love it, Faith. Try not to get, you know, too many dudes all like,
girl, now that we in a more casual setting, it's about that time for me to lay down my game on your ass. Here you go, Faith. So I was playing Super Smash Bros. The other day, and I beat everybody.
And at that point, you're supposed to be all like,
oh my god, that is so hot.
If only that's how it worked for Kyle, because I'm the best Overwatch player that I know, but instead, nobody gives a shit. And I don't really care that people don't care about how gangster I am in that game. What I do care about is the fact that I can't find one other person who knows how to play that game. What are the odds that I can't find a single other try-hard douche that rolls up into their own matches and gets like shitloads of multi-kills, man? Faith says, it's theater. Everyone's gay, Kyle. Well, then the girls are going to be all like,
hey, look at this.
Man, I don't know what gay girls like. I really don't. I'm so sorry. Guys, I have shit to do. I love you to death. You know I love you. I'll probably try to make a Hat in Time happen tonight. And if not, then, you know, I guess I'm just a poser-ass cuck. And I need to stop playing so much Call of Duty. But, you know, soon it's going to be back to Overwatch, guys. So you guys have a PS4, you want to pretend you don't suck, and you want to jump in Overwatch with me, you know, hey. And if you're a girl like Sadasia, that's just curvy as hell, you know what I'm talking about? And you want some tips on Overwatch, I am willing to train you in the ways of Overwatch. Oh, Vanessa says, I love you more. How cute. I love you all. Stay amazing. You know, mistletoe, you know? Wow. That's a Christmas thing. Thanks to everybody for realizing the damn goal as usual. Another thing that I didn't expect that happened. And I thank you all. You guys should give yourselves a round of applause. Wow. You did it. Special thanks to Faith. Special thanks to Lunar Lad. Pimp Daddy Fat Man last night with that $20 donation. And then yesterday, Michael Palermo downloaded, updated, uploaded, donated. Fuck me. Oh, Michael Palermo donated $20. And that was pretty dank. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. If I can get through some of my shit, I may even make another one of these lists before it's nighttime. Because I'm weird like that. But it's already 5 p.m. God, I got to wake up earlier. Love you guys. And I'll see you soon. Wow. Simon says, are you playing Overwatch on PC? I will be if I can get somebody who cares. But for now, I'm going to be playing on PS4 because that's where all my shit is. You know what I'm talking about? That's where all my shit is. God damn. See you guys later. Love you.